we get to go to my 2 least favorite places ever. This is like heaven to me. So proud of myself, but so disappointed. Abuse or inhumane factor, if you will. And by the way, I'm not cool with it. But the horses don't really care how I feel about it. So today, we get to go to my 2 least favorite places ever. Actually, one of them is probably my favorite place, but my pocketbook hates it. First place, the gas station. Nobody likes going there. It is extremely hard on a pocketbook these days. Second place, the feed store. I love going to the feed store, but it costs a fortune to go to the feed store. There's so many things I want, and not really that many things that I probably need, but I always end up buying them. But the horses don't really care how I feel about it, so we do what we got to do to take good care of our animals. Yeah, let me know what diesel is where y'all live. It's 3:49 here today. It's kind of changing day by day, but y'all let me know. And by the way, I'm not cool with it. Heaven to me. You're just my favorite little guy. Do y'all ever do something and you're just so proud of yourself for being responsible? Well, that's me right now. I showed y'all just a little bit of the outside. I couldn't video inside the store, but they have got walls of bits and boots and tack and blankets and everything you can think of. I'm talking about it is a horseman's paradise in there. And the only thing I left with was Wormer. So proud of myself, but so disappointed. So now that we got all the feed unloaded, put away, and the horses smelt it, they're dying to get some, but it's like, it's not feed time. I've had a few comments in the past, some more recently than others, talking about the abuse or inhumane factor, if you will, of the team roping world. And in all honesty, it's really not. And I'm going to explain just a couple of the things, the topics that's been brought up, or that's been brought to my attention. And I want to go over them few topics. Number one being, I've heard, well, don't the rope hurt their head whenever it goes around their head? And no, it don't. And this is why. This is what we call horn wraps. This goes over both horns, and it is a cushion. It is probably a ½ an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch thick of nothing but foam. So the rope goes around here. This one's broke. I mean, that's why it's over here. But this goes around their horns. The rope will go around here, and when the rope kind of goes on there, it's a real soft area for the rope, so it's not actually on their head, pushing on their head or nothing. They're completely comfortable. Now another thing that's been brought to my attention is spurs, and spurs is a very, very useful tool if you know how to use them. If not, they could be used the wrong way. Spurs are designed to not kick, but they are designed to roll. So if you're riding your horse and you need your horse to move left, move right, you don't kick them with your spur. You just take your spur, you simply put it against their skin, and you just roll it. You just roll it like this. It don't hurt. Now in future videos and previous videos, you'll see me, whenever I leave the box when I'm roping, you'll see me kicking. I'm not kicking with my spurs. My toes is facing forward. I'm just kicking with the side of my foot, just kicking like this. My spurs never hit my horse when I'm kicking. Now, if I need to turn or if I need to move over, I will take my spur and I'll just kind of do that right there. It don't hurt. Like I said, in the wrong hands, they could be, I guess, a uncomfortable tool, but they're designed to not be. They're designed to be a useful, helpful, comfortable tool. Now in future videos and previous videos, whenever you see me come out the box, sometimes you'll see me kind of kicking my feet. What I'm not doing is using my spur to kick. I'm using the side of my foot, and I'm not kicking hard. I'm just sitting here and I'm just bumping my horse just ever so, I mean, that hard probably. There is a video on YouTube where the one and only Joesph Harrison talks about kicking versus smooching. Now what that means is, if you can imagine somebody on your back just kicking your air out of your lungs, you're not going to be able to run. Now what I normally will do is I will smooch at my horse, say, hey, let's go, and they normally will go. Then that's normally cue enough. They normally respond and they'll take off, and you don't have to even bump them. But again, the whole point in saying that is, anytime that I do kick, it is not with spurs, it is with the side of my foot. It is very easy, it don't hurt. And like I said, these can be a very helpful tool in the right hands. I guess I could see where they could be uncomfortable in the wrong hands, but these are not made for kicking your horse's lungs out. They are made for just simply rolling. You just put it on there and roll, roll, roll. And that's how you're supposed to get your response out of your horse with spurs. And I know somebody's gonna say, well, why even do this sport if you have to go through all these precautions and you still chance hurting your horse or your cows? Think about this. Your favorite sports team has a player that at some point probably got injured. Whether they be out for the season, whether they be out for 2 games, or whether they be out for a career, they get hurt. That's a human. And they still continue to do it. Even if they recover and are able to play again, they're going to do it again because that's what they love. Same with us, same with our athlete of our horses. They love to do this. This is their job. They look forward to it. So I just thought I'd get on here and share that with you, that this is not a cruel sport. It's a very fun sport. There are several precautions that are took, and everything that we have stays safe and healthy. Heck, most of them eat better than some people. We spend a lot of money on just feed to keep these horses, cows, everything in good shape, feeling good, healthy. So if y'all want to see more content like this, make sure to let me know down below. We got some big things in the works for y'all, so y'all make sure and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time.